What is going on, YouTube? We got a cool one that I kind of want to do today, and that is from my phone. So my phone does a good job of getting me the latest news updates, stuff that pertains to me and my world. And Street Fighter 6 is one of them. So Event Hubs, that's a long-running site for those who don't know. They have a lot of different fighting game stuff, tournaments, and a bunch of things on a bunch of different fighting games here. But this article popped up today, and it is titled, "Was making over half of the Street Fighter 6 launch roster Street Fighter 2 characters the right call?" I have to say yes. Because to me, right, and this is just my opinion. See, when Street Fighter 3 came out, they was trying to redo it then. And what they was doing was taking a lot of characters in the previous entries and turning them into new characters, keeping some of their same moves. But the thing is, the Street Fighter staples like Ryu and Ken was missing, and Chun-Li didn't pop up until Third Strike. And what happens is that you have this fighting game that you see the Capcom logo, right? But then you don't see your characters in there. You kind of like, what is this? Now I gotta say, looking back at the Street Fighter 3 roster, and let's do that right now. Looking at the Street Fighter 3 roster. Looking at the Street Fighter 3 roster. Right, so you had Akuma, you had, and this is Fandom, by the way. There's another cool site to get some mystery on too. Alex, see, Alex was supposed to be like the main character. Right, now imagine that. Imagine taking Ryu out and putting him in there. Okay, then you had Dully was basically Barog. Elena was new. And then you had the new Zangief style character, right? Ibuki. You had Ken, Necro, which I think was a cool new Dawson. Oro? I mean, he was brand new, right? And you had Ryu, of course. And then you had Sean, which is kind of a middle ground, but Sean was being trained by Ken, which was the interesting thing. I don't know why he didn't come up in 5. I don't know why they chose his sister. You had Urian, which was new. Yang, which is new. Yoon, which is new. And then Gil, which is basically Urian just powered up. So you had these characters. Oh, where's Remy? Okay, here we go. Yeah, Makoto, Q, Remy, and 12 was an interesting character too. Remy was like Guile, right? So he had a good mixture, and then I hope Makoto comes back too. She's one that I want to come back. But the thing is, you had when they made Street Fighter 3, they took out some of their characters from the previous entries and tried to make them new, which I think was cool because those characters still hold up to this day. So now, if they would have had done that with Street Fighter 6, right? Which you can already kind of see that, right? Because basically Luke, the fireballs, dragon punches, right? He pretty much has everything Ryu has, right? He has the wall bounce. Being that this one is actually going to be good, I'll say if they was to do it in the next game, they could do it in the next game, right? But even that's a stretch for me, because see, I grew up with Ryu, right? I want to see Ryu and Ken. I want to see Ryu and Ken and Chun-Li, and let me see, we got one more down there. Let's see if I can get in there without getting Guile down there, right? Those who are the characters I want to see, like there are a must. If not playable, then they need to be in the storyline, showing that they either training some people or something. And that's what they're doing in Street Fighter 6. Now, what I would do though is instead of Ryu, I would have put Sakura, right? Instead of Ken, I would have put maybe Sean or Ken's son, right? I would have had Sean doing some Akuma type stuff, right? Kimberly would have been in there. Luke would be in there. If you see right here, this is the new T-Hawk, right? I can tell you that without even seeing her moves. Arissa would have been the Zangief, right? You could have done some things in this to make those characters fit in, fit with the new universe. So that's kind of like what I would have done, you know. I don't know why in the world Sakura is not. Oh man, Sakura needs to be like the poster for the new one, especially if they ever took out Ryu. But Luke is cool, right? But look at him, he's like right there in the front, like they are giving us Luke, even on the cover, man, which is, uh, which is what I'm having the biggest. Hold up, is that a hand? Somebody handmade that. So I'd rather have this. Y'all seen this Game Informer art? I would take this, right? But even, oh man, let me get to that in a second. I don't want to make this a long video, but come on, man. There's plenty of videos on this, but come on, Ryu should be here, dude. Just give us alternatives. Like, let us be able to choose Ryu, Ken, or Chun-Li with a nice little color scheme or something. Or this one. But if you notice, right, one thing you can see in all the art, all the main art, most of it anyway, is that Ryu's always in the back, right? It's like you have all these new characters, like she's training, right? But you had these, and they're all cool. Jamie and Luke are cool. But you have Ryu in the back, like they're trying to just, you know, old to new. Even in this artwork right here on Event Hubs, same thing. Look, where's Ryu? It's like, where's Waldo, right? He got his back turned. You see that? So I don't know, man. But you can kind of, I can definitely feel the shift to old to new though, for sure. But so is it too many Street Fighter 2 characters in the Street Fighter 6 base roster? I don't think so. I think it needed to be done. But if they make a Street Fighter 7, it's time to move on. But we need to have the characters that we have, the characters that we grew up with and we have, they need to be in there but new. Right? Which I'm looking at this now. Oh girl, Sean's sister was like the new Blanca. She even wore the colors, but then they turn around and put Blanca in the game. So those things kind of like, I don't know, don't really make no sense to me. But yep, can't wait to play it. Street Fighter 6. What do y'all think? Y'all think it's too many old characters? Did it just go totally new? Would y'all be fine with a Street Fighter 7 coming and just totally new characters? What do y'all think? Hit me up in the comments. Peace.